The 25 Rarest Disney Collectibles, and what they're worth. Number 25, Mickey and Donald Pez. Who would have imagined that a few tiny pieces of sugar and plastic could generate such a significant profit? The first item we'll look at today is some vintage Pez dispensers featuring Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse. These candy toy collectibles, which were once offered for roughly 25 cents per box together with another timeless Disney film, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, are now being auctioned on eBay for between $600 and $800 per box. Number 24, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea Porthole. Disney World had a unique attraction from the popular movie 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea for more than 2 decades, 1971 to 1994. There's a strong probability that if you rode this attraction at the time, you peered through one of the portholes to see the outside world. Through these underwater windows, families from around the world could observe. Previously selling for $1,495 each, one of these portholes from the vintage attraction is now available for purchase on eBay. Number 23, Black Diamond Classic Edition Beauty and the Beast VHS. Disney's Beauty and the Beast is undoubtedly one of its most seen animated features. For long-standing Disney fans, the story of Belle and the Beast and how the cursed prince and his people found hope in the Beauty's heart has become a classic. Normally selling for $5 to $25 every auction, this Black Diamond Classic Edition VHS of the movie once brought $9,000 in bidding. It won't sell like this at every auction, but nevertheless, it's worth more now than it was when it was first made available. Number 22, have you ever fantasized about having your very own Indiana Jones movie franchise? How about the animatronic hand of the title character from the Disney attraction Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Forbidden Eye? If so, you're in luck, albeit it was probably a pretty odd dream. A hand? Okay, well. For devoted Disney fans, the Indiana Jones ride at the Disney parks is a favorite. You can find this ride hand being offered online for up to $10,000. Number 21, Authentic Tomorrowland Star Jet. Even the most ardent Disney collectors might be surprised to learn that one of these items actually originates from a ride, even though finding props and other memorabilia on a list like this isn't that uncommon. Owning one of these enormous ride-related objects or vehicles will make you an indelible part of Disney history. The genuine Tomorrowland Star Jet from the original ride can be spotted being offered online and costs around $12,000, $11,995 to be exact. Number 20, Original Mickey Mouse Poster. An original Mickey Mouse poster from the 1930s is one of the hardest Disney collectibles to come by in mint condition. Paper, as opposed to other treasures, is the most difficult to retain in mint condition. This object is a true rarity due to its age and ease of ripping, tearing, and general destruction. Be ready to shell out roughly $23,900 for the item if you are fortunate enough to find one in this condition. Number 19, Jack Skellington's Head Prop. Jack has never been more literal when he declared he could remove his head than in this next collection item. Christmas has to be one of Disney's most enjoyable seasons at its parks. Each year when the holidays arrive, the infamous Haunted Mansion ride gets taken over by Jack Skellington and the citizens of Halloween Town. The Nightmare Before Christmas actor is renowned for singing while removing his skeletal skull. The following collectible features that exact head, which can be found online for up to $30,000. Number 18. Mr. Toad's Wild Ride Devil Prop. You have never before encountered a situation where you would need to make a deal with the devil in order to obtain your own portion of a Disney ride. The notorious Devil Prop, which was taken directly from the Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, is thought to be worth $37,375 online. They are increasingly harder to find since that the props from the rides vanished after 1999. Children must have been alarmed by the visual, and some families must have felt uncomfortable. Number 17, Bedazzled Cinderella's Castle. Stop wearing the glass shoes and start looking for a crystal castle. The reproduction of the classic Cinderella Castle, a wonderful work of art from the notorious crystal artisans Erebus Brothers, is breathtaking. The castle can be purchased online for roughly $37,500 altogether and is embellished with almost 28,000 Swarovski crystals. Anyone who has grown to admire one of the original Disney princesses and her magical romance will adore this magnificent palace. Number 16, Enchanted Tiki Room Birds. The following piece of Disney memorabilia allows you to transport a famous prop, or several famous props, from the original Disney park into your house. The mechanical parrots that adorned the Enchanted Tiki Room were the first animatronic attraction that Disneyland had. The birds, The first animatronics with audio capabilities are currently being sold for a total price ranging from $40,250 to $153,400. Even if it's expensive, any true Tiki room will require those chatty birds. Number 15. It's a Small World animatronic. It's a Small World has to be one of Disney's most recognizable rides. It's a Small World after all is a relaxing ride that showcases the various countries and people from across the world. Fans of Disney will immediately recognize the song from the film. Owning a piece of this ride is a surefire way to demonstrate your devotion to the fan base. The ride and song are both iconic at Disney parks across the world. Online, one animatronic from this vintage ride is estimated to be worth $41,300. Number 14. Captain EO Original Poster Artwork. You might not immediately picture the King of Pop when thinking of vintage Disney relics. But in this example, we look at the late singer's legendary performance in a unique Disney sci-fi musical. A highly interactive sci-fi musical with Michael Jackson as Captain EO had its world premiere in 1986 thanks to Disney. The show was very well received and featured moving chairs, smoke, and lasers in addition to 4D live effects. Online auctions for the original poster's artwork are fetching roughly $47,200 in total. Number 13. Space Mountain Car. The rides that have lasted the test of time come to mind when people talk about the traditional Disneyland experience. It's a Small World is one of these rides that we've already talked about, but there are others that stand out above it. This next item is a component from one of the more famous roller coaster attractions in the Disney Experience, which is another legendary car ride from the Disney Experience. For a sum of up to $50,000, one of the Space Mountain Rides cars is available for purchase online. Number 12. Mickey Mouse 75th Anniversary Edition Elton John Statue. The development of one of the more ornate and artist-specific statues in Disney history occurred in honor of the Mouse's 75th birthday, making it one of the more distinctive elements of Disney history. This statue, which can be purchased online for up to $62,400 overall, was inspired by the renowned musical legend Elton John. For fans of Disney, Elton John's contributions to the music of Disney, notably the wonderful music of The Lion King, will also carry on beyond his decades of timeless musical classics. Number 11. Series A1 Audio Animatronics Frame. The animatronic frame is another unsettling robotic nightmare that adds to the iconic vistas of Disney parks. These frames are what cause phantom figures to move in front of park visitors' eyes and turn into living pirates. These artifacts are the remains of the majority of well-known Disney rides. These frames are what make up the animatronics you see on rides like the Haunted Mansion and Pirates of the Caribbean. Online, you may purchase one of your own for up to $115,000. Number 10. Pirates of the Caribbean Skeleton, A Pirate's Life for Me, Yo-Ho. Nearly as well known as the next piece of Disney memorabilia we have for you are these words. This time, we're discussing a real skeleton. The most well-known Disney attraction in existence is undoubtedly Pirates of the Caribbean. Before the popular film franchise took over, the ride premiered in 1967. This skeleton was one of the original ride props, and it may be purchased online for up to $129,000 overall. Number 9. Mickey Mouse and Goofy 1956 Comic. While conducting general research on comic books, I came across this following comic book collectible, which is one of the most costly things I've ever seen. Even while the majority of first edition comics sell for thousands of dollars, this particular Disney comic far exceeds that value. Online estimates place the value of this original Mickey and Goofy comic book from 1956 as high as $250,000. Even the most devoted Disney collectors would find that amount to be substantial. Number 8. Signed The Art of Walt Disney Book with Mickey and Donald Sketch. This following item of valuable Disney memorabilia represents a significant period in Disney history. The fact that Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck are depicted together in the same sketch in this Walt Disney art book sets it apart from other books containing his artwork. The two characters in his artwork were not originally depicted together, which is why this art book is currently fetching prices of up to $300,000 online. Number 7. The band concert film Celluloid. Before Peter Pan flew above Neverland fighting Captain Hook or Simba embarked on a quest for self-discovery before struggling to reclaim his rightful throne, Disney cartoons featured straightforward yet famous images. One such cartoon was The Band. The band concert for Mickey Mouse's very first color film has to be one of the most expensive elements in all of Disney's legendary animated film history. Online, the value of the original Celluloid film is believed to be $420,000. Number 6. Diamond Mickey Mouse Pendant. This next item is a lovely piece of jewelry as well. It is a very expensive piece of jewelry and a powerful representation of the Disney brand. It not only perfectly captures Disney and all of its essence, but it is also embodied by the company's recognizable mascot. Diamonds and 18-karat gold are set in the diamond Mickey Mouse pendant. Given that it may cost up to $5,200, this piece of Disney jewelry is quite pricey. Number 5, Sheriff Woody Doll. If you possess one of these vintage Disney dolls, you have a buddy in me. Other than the Disney Princess universe, movies like Toy Story have become a pillar of the company's image. Many people have fallen in love with the tale of a bunch of toys attempting to find their place in the world as their user grows older. This next item comes with authentication and credentials, much like the Toy Story movies. The entire value of this Sheriff Woody doll, which is the real deal from none other than Mattel, comes up to $1,195. Number 4, Old King Cole Mickey and Minnie window displays. While digital displays and online commercials currently fuel Disney's sales, advertising in the 1930s and 1940s was a little less complicated. One such advertising used shop window displays that included some of the recognizable House of Mouse characters. These identical animated window displays featuring Mickey and Minnie Mouse, two of the most recognizable characters in the world, were sold online for more than $40,000 last year. They were used in stores to draw families into shop. Number 3, Sleeping Beauty Original Production Cell. The tale of Sleeping Beauty is undoubtedly one of Disney's most beloved fairy tales and princess tales. The piece after that comes directly from the making of that venerable movie. This Sleeping Beauty Original Production Celluloid is a unique treat because it comes with a production background as well. Sleeping Beauty, one of the earliest Disney animated movies ever made, is well known for both its title character and the story's villain, Maleficent. This collectible sold for over $10,000 online. Number 2, Tomorrowland People Mover. One more Disney Parks ride that has found its way into the collector's world had to be included as we prepared to wrap up this list. This fragment of the past was intended to stand in for the future. The Tomorrowland People Mover, the most expensive of all the Disney collector ride cars, was utilized during the 1960s and 1990s to lead visitors around the Disney universe of the future. Online, these vehicles can be purchased for up to $441,500. Number 1, Celebration Mickey. The present given to Walt Disney on his 100th birthday has to be the most costly Disney collectible you can imagine. In order to create this one-of-a-kind statue in honor of the renowned Disney founder's 100th birthday, no money was spared. This Mickey Mouse statue weighs 100 pounds and holds the distinction of being the largest gold statue in Disney and American history. At last check, it might be valued up to $4 million overall. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment and ring that bell.